Hello and welcome to your As Above Sabbat Astrology message for Lughnasadh 2024, presented by Cawnawyn Mor. I'd like to draw your attention to our lovely new moon in Leo. Our sun and moon, joined together in the zodiac sign ruled by the sun, represent a true beginning in the sign of self. We have an incredible opportunity here to activate ourselves into a new reality, should we so choose. The sign of Leo exists in everyone's chart somewhere. We all have a little bit of a ferocious lion inside of us. Maybe your lion is loud and proud where others can see it. Or maybe your lion is hidden deep in your subconscious. Wherever Leo operates in your chart, this area of life is where the sun, or soul, rules. This is the area of your life where the sun longs for you to step into your spotlight and truly shine. This may be your personal calling, your favorite hobby, your most rewarding pastime, your relationship, or perhaps it's the thing that scares you the most, as stepping into the spotlight does not come naturally for all of us. This Sabbat of Lughnasadh revolves around the first harvest, and there is a deep gratitude that resonates with this holiday. This holiday aligning with the new moon indicates a period of self-actualization, self-realization, and self-reflection. Oh, did I mention that we are having a Mercury retrograde tonight? Oof, hold up. So we have this incredibly activating new moon taking place in the area of our chart where we are being called to show up bravely and confidently as ourselves. But our planet ruling our minds, thoughts, words, technology, and transportation decides, let's turn things up a notch and really mess with everyone. And now we'll be appearing to traverse backwards throughout our skies. Enter retrograde season. So, how can we use this energy? How does a period of profound focus on the self shift when our internal motors are going backwards? Let's turn to our supporting planets for answers. The new moon is in a collaborative sextile with Mars catching up to Jupiter in the curious, lighthearted sign of Gemini. While this upcoming conjunction, now being ruled by Mercury, certainly brings some trickster energy into this union, Mars' activation and life force energy, and Jupiter's greater emphasis on our beliefs and values can lend some direction to where the heck we are supposed to be aiming towards. When we think about Mars and Gemini, this energy is insatiably inquisitive, busy, mental, humorous, and childlike. It wants to play, to craft, and to dive into every single detail, and most of all, to know. Its current ruler of Mercury, now in retrograde, invites us to take that process inward. So, how have you gotten to know yourself? When was the last time you pushed your energy to its limits? Is life and its circumstances kind of doing that to you right now, making you just acutely aware of how much or little your mind and your body can really take on? I want to remind you that you can regain control of this process by channeling this Mars-Mercury energy into something that revitalizes you, invigorates you, and impassions you through your life force energy, through your actions. The universe presents this energy to you whether you're ready for it or not, much like when we see a forecast outside for rain and we have a choice of how to handle it. So I invite you to remember, it's your choice how you're going to leave the house, prepared or disgruntled. To trudge through the energy, or are you going to dance through it? It is happening regardless, but your reaction is what is in your control. And perhaps that is the Mercury-Mars lesson here. What is your reaction to the world around you? Something definitely worth investigating. And then let's take a look to Jupiter. Jupiter rules our belief systems, our values, our open doorways of opportunity, our fortune, our luck, and our ideologies. How do we expand ourselves? What do we believe is greater than ourselves? Jupiter has been making its new home in Gemini, where it will be very busy and noisy until May of next year. And have you noticed just how noisy everything is? There's always more news. There's always more controversy. There's always more technology. There's always more facts and more lies and more twists and more opinions and more text and more words and more bugs outside and more. And can you tell that I have a lot of Gemini placements natally? So how does all this more Jupiter factor into the new moon? Well, How have your actions been upholding your values, your beliefs? Are you acting in accordance with what you preach to be the truth? What is your truth? Is it being tested right now? Are you considering the other side? Have you been exposed to viewpoints lately that may alter your direction? Or perhaps enrage you, anger you, threaten you? All of these are important things to consider in this new journey of yourself, right? So it's time to clarify. Look at the details. Reconsider your thoughts, your words, your actions, your habits, your tasks, your routines. Mercury retrograde is really running the show here. And all of those words I keep saying are more important than ever right now because it will feel immensely personal. The stories and the news you hear may have a deep effect on you and almost feel like a personal attack on what you personally believe. As Mars gets closer and closer to Jupiter, everything is going to intensify, leading to a great climax around August 12th. We will be witness to Mars energy being greatly expanded. So the bravado, the forcefulness, the sharp tongues and sharp blades, the assertion of one's will over another. We may be on the offensive or forced into an expression of aggression and rage that manifests like a Gemini. Double-crossing, fabrications, exaggerations, manipulations. So I urge you to remember that Mercury is running this show and it is retrograde this month, which means the volume is turned way up. It's going to feel ludicrous to slow down and take time to reflect. It will feel unnatural to stop before we leap or before we deliver a blow. You will have to fight your instincts a little bit. A retrograde of Mercury means that the planet is closest to Earth right now, so the frequency of Mercury is quite literally blowing the speakers out. There will be so much going on. There will be so much to talk about, every single detail of it. So whatever it takes, try to make the time, prioritize the time, schedule the time to turn it off and go within. We have a unique opportunity to truly craft what reality we would like to see, what we would like to participate in, and how we would like to step into our divine spotlight and do the thing our soul is craving for us to do. This period is presenting all of this energy, and we will be changed by it one way or another. But you are not a victim to the whims of the universe. You are not a victim to a retrograde season, and you are not a victim of the god of war coming head-to-head with the god of expansion, ruled by a trickster god. You are an active participant. You are aware, and you can make the changes so long as you approach this time with intention and strength. This Lughnasadh, I wish you a time of profound reflection, gratitude, inner peace and knowing, and strength of hope found at the beginning of a new journey. It's all there, under the noise and ripe for the taking. Harvest the potential, reap the inner lessons. Go forth and manifest a life of divine purpose and glory, for you are worthy and you are free. Blessed be.